Georgie, it's a really tragic story. So Georgie is a just regular kind of teenage girl, or younger than that, kind of 12, 13. Really keen to have a boyfriend, get out into the world. She comes back home to her mum and dad one day, says, yeah, I've met someone. Then emerges that it's a guy in his 20s. They then get a call. The first time that they met him or encountered him, Georgie is passed out from an overdose of drugs, and the guy is downstairs walking around out of his head in a hotel. She's in a state of undress. So there were, they were in a relationship, right? Is that can be the case? And he was giving her drugs from the age of 13. Her parents are desperate. They're asking for help. The police go, child abduction warning notice. Let's give it to him. Right? So they think, great. That's really something. I've read through the serious case review, which goes through this whole case. And the parents are essentially, they're calling up the police and they're saying, well, can't you arrest him? He's breaking this warning notice. He's breaking this one. He's issued with 2 of these, right? Mm-hmm. 17, Georgie ends up being given a lethal dose of morphine from this guy. The guy that had 2 warning notices that were supposed to protect her from him. It's just the most horrific example of why these things should not be relied on, because the parents trusted them, because the police thought that they would do something, and they didn't, because they can't. Because even when he broke them, it wasn't an offence. They needed to then still build the case and investigate him. I guess an indication of the failures, really, of the police was the fact that the guy was actually prosecuted for giving her the lethal dose of drugs, which is it's very unusual for that to happen. Mm. And one of the reasons they were able to prove that was because of the relationship and the number of texts that exchanged between each other. Because normally, once a drug dealer gives someone the drugs, it's quite hard to then prove that they killed Yeah. But that it was the lethal dose that they provided.